You guys have fun with this. I'm back, and now that you have mentioned, yes, I shall fix it. Give me a second. Fixed, I believe. Oh my. Am I all the way here? Give me a second. I'll rearrange myself. Can you guys write stuff? Both YouTube and Twitch, just so I can see that you guys are, running the way you guys should. Okay. I just have to find it. I think it's this. There you go. Can you guys see this properly? We're gonna react to this. Oh, yeah, I'm also gonna record the reaction. Because I want to post it as a YouTube video after the stream. I'm gonna post it as an unedited video. So, okay, guys, everyone, get ready. Everyone, get ready. We're gonna do a hello to the YouTube side for the YouTube video because I'm gonna edit this after we're done with a reaction. It's mostly gonna be unedited though, mostly unedited. Dog boy, yes. Thank you, thank you. Hello there, YouTube lovely people. I am doing a little video on this because I found it very hilarious. Personally, this is very stupid. I love the Niji Sanji drama, personally. So, everyone, can you guys see it, enjoy yourselves, enjoy the moment? Yes.
Investigation take a month? 2? What about 6?
Hey.
With no statements, no update, and no resolution. While
What
Niji Sanji
investigation?
claimed they were investigating, two
there
of
was-
their
there
talents
was
were
an
pulled from
investigation?
streaming. Quietly, no explanation, no
There was an
accountability,
investigation?
just silence. First, it started with a leak, a video showing disturbing messages, allegedly, from Aster Arcadia. Then came a vague statement about a third-party investigation.
Third-party
And now, a
investigation?
live stream that pulled the curtain
Okay.
back on everything. This
Oh.
isn't just one mistake. This
What
is
happened?
systemic, and it might be the
Systemic?
biggest corporate cover-up VTubing has ever seen.
my.
Let's go back to December 2024. Out of nowhere,
I-
creators False
honestly,
ID and Salvi the Squirrel dropped video.
I don't know if Rima lets people react to her videos, but like, I'm hoping so. If Rima, if you end up seeing this later, for whatever reason this pops up on your page and you want me to take it down, I will. But I'm just reacting this for fun because I love the Niji Sanji chaos.
Videos, both featuring leaked
Hope you-
DMs from a private conversation
okay,
between a
Rima.
liver we now know is Twisty and one of her fans. These DMs had actually been circulating quietly on
Wait, let me read this. When I had a mental breakdown and went to Twitch, it was because Aster was saying like he wanted to flex to Japan saying weird. Dang. Oh my god, okay.
anonymous forum
that's
boards a
intense, okay.
month prior, but they only really gained traction once creators begun amplifying them to a broader audience. And those leaks raised serious concerns. The messages
Wait, I have to fix my model. I'm too far away.
detailed alleged sexual harassment by a fellow coworker, Aster
see.
Arcadia. And Twisty described how he told
Aster? Is
her
the
invasive, uncomfortable things like wanting to fly her out to Japan and how he had allegedly sex-bested another one of her friends. But the worst part,
That's
she said
crazy.
she went to management with these concerns and they wouldn't even speak to him. It made her consider graduating, but her manager convinced her to stay. And shortly after, she tweeted that she hated Aster. Additionally, she was venting to a
crazy
friend,
though. Imagine
claiming they
you
were
go up
told
to
to quit their
management and be like,
jobs
hey,
once
this
hired by
guy
Niji
is like
Sanji.
really,
She
really
had to
bad.
delete all her old
It's like really, really bad. Maybe can you guys talk to him and fix the shit? The company's like, nah.
accounts
That's
and
so
Discord
Niji though.
servers, and yet she hadn't made any money in 9 months because of company delays. When she finally received her first paycheck, 90% of it was taken to pay off her required assets. She quit her job, deleted her past, gave the company everything, and got paid in silence. Her reward for loyalty was debt. She was heavily encouraged to spend money on her debut, and by the time she got her first check, she was $10,000 in debt and couldn't afford to leave. even if she wanted to.
That's insane,
Inside the
though.
leaks were conversations pointing directly at Aster Arcadia, raising concerns of inappropriate behavior, manipulation, emotional pressure, all allegedly directed at Twisty and her friend mentioned in the DM exchange. But here's the twist. The messages weren't recent. They were taken from September, just a few months after Twisty's debut.
And so far, it's been pretty what the fuck. Oh yeah, I should probably put a warning here. Oh, I forgot. I didn't do a warning, but it's Niji. What do you expect? it's always bad. Oh yeah, there's racism in this too. Racism, just absolutely terrible stuff. Of course, it's a Niji liver. And then, honestly, this whole thing is a mess. Because it's Niji.
In May, and already she was talking about wanting out of the company? Suddenly, questions starting to pile up. If these messages existed since September, why was Aster still streaming? Why was nothing done? Then, Niji Sanji made their move. They posted a tweet announcing a third-party investigation. However, this investigation would focus on two things. One, the issues of sexual harassment, and two, the unauthorized information leakage to outside parties.
Oh yeah, the video I saw it myself because one day it popped up on my page, like the uncensored raw Twisty video popped up on my page one day and I clicked it and I was like, oh, I remember this. This was like a Ninja Liver that debuted like not that long ago and I was like, and then I saw it and I was like, oh boy.
Shockwaves through the fandom, with many believing the company would...
But apparently this guy, this liver here, has been harassing female livers of the agency. Which I know was a long shot. Okay, do you guys... Okay, I'm gonna say something completely crazy and out of nowhere, and yes, I'm gonna bring Doki. But does anyone remember when Doki mentioned that there was like bullying and harassment within the company? And people theorize it could be a liver. Do you think they're connected? Do you think they're connected? Oh, hi there, Redacted. Hi! Do you think the two are connected? I don't know. I'm just a long shot in the dark here. I have a feeling that they're connected. I don't know why, I just have a
both
feeling.
The alleged perpetrator, Aster, and Twisty for being the whistleblower.
There's someone that talks like you, and it's Get a Job, Nye. And I found that very funny. Get a Job, Nye, if you're still here. You know. That's redacted over there. I used to blame magnets. Anyways,
the statement was brief, didn't mention any names, and didn't acknowledge everything. Just a cold, sterile message, as if nothing human was ever involved. And since then, absolute silence from Niji Sanji. Meanwhile, an Aster Arcadia cooking stream that was originally supposed to go live on December 5, just 3 days before the Niji Sanji investigation announcement, was delayed, and it kept being pushed back over and over again. First to February 28th, then to March 31st, then again to April 1st, and then to June 1st, a whole 6 months since the original... Imagine delay one of your streams for like months. ...date. And now, it's currently set to July 24th, an entire 7 months after the investigation begun. What was he cooking?
It's crazy. I know sometimes I am late in some stuff that I want to get done, but still, like, 7 months is insane. 7 months
anyway.
Is insane.
Where was he getting those ingredients? 7 months, delays, and radio silence from this company. Meanwhile, there was no sign of Twisty, no streams, and everything pointed to the obvious. Both she and Aster had been put on indefinite hiatus. 2 months after the investigation supposedly begun, Twisty tweeted from her alt account that she couldn't get a reply from her job. Waiting for a reply from my job feels like watching paint dry, except the paint is my sanity. It feels like even quitting isn't an option when they won't acknowledge my existence. They don't deserve anyone or anything, speaking realistically.
Honestly,
fans were left guessing while accusations quietly spread and while the silence got louder, both
to the Niji supporters out there, I know that there's some good people in the agency, but at the same time, you gotta understand that the chaos is crazy. I'm an outsider here. Just putting it out there.
Completely off the grid. Suspended without ever being called suspended. Slowly, Nijisanji drifted away from controversy. They debuted a new wave, which found decent success. Their feed filled up with announcements, events, and 3D reveals. And slowly but surely, everyone forgot about the investigation. Everyone stopped asking questions or even talking about it.
I see.
Then came Twisty's birthday. January 2nd, she posted a birthday tweet and is allowed to stream for a bit and even promote her merch.
January,
Everybody
baby.
thought she would be back.
Wait. Is January 22nd Capricorn or is it Aquarius at that point? What is it?
In that stream, she had to clarify she was indeed still on hiatus. Yet, her company still promoted her birthday merch. But 3 months later, Nijisanji also announces Denof's first anniversary merch, including Twisty's merch yet again. But Twisty is still nowhere to be seen. The fans get frustrated. It's been a full year since Denof debuted, but Twisty's been gone for almost 6 months out of that entire year. And Nijisanji remained completely silent. And then on May 19th, a new outfit for Twisty, one that hadn't been revealed yet, suddenly leaked on 4chan.
It's really pretty,
Nobody
though.
knew where it came from.
Okay.
At the
Let me be
time,
honest.
fans believe Twisty herself had...
No, I'm not gonna go back. But has anyone really been 4chan? And be honest with me, has people actually gone to 4chan? Who here in my community has gone to... I have never stepped foot in 4chan. Honestly, I just discovered 4chan is a thing because I heard about it from the Niji stuff.
Leaked it out of frustration to remind people she still existed. After all, this wouldn't be the first Twisty leak we've seen.
Like, is the VTuber I used 4chan? Dang, is like VTubing really that connected with 4chan? Because I'm gonna be fucking honest, I've never been in there in my fucking life.
Some even joked about her leaking her Genmate's outfit next, like it was a form of protest. But what happened next was even stranger. She attempted to go live using the new outfit, but the stream was taken down almost immediately. No warnings, no statement, just erased. Soon after, Nijisanji announced the Denof first anniversary stream, and Twisty returned, but only briefly. She sat there having to pretend everything was alright, smiling, laughing next to Genmates she hadn't been allowed to stream with for half a year. Almost as if they only had brought her back as a symbolic gesture. And then
that
nothing.
Really sucks. Imagine you got hired.
The internet absolutely erupted. A new anonymous YouTube account appeared and uploaded an unfiltered audio recording of what sounded like a Discord call featuring none other than Twisty Amanozako herself. And the title? Twisty Amonazako, racist, sexist, transphobic, etc. This wasn't vague. It was a real voice recording, captured from a private call amongst friends. It was her, clear as day, speaking freely, emotionally, and brutally. The people in the call were Twisty, an indie VTuber and longtime friend of hers, Kyures Shinoa, and a fan named Drinos. And the conversation quickly turned from casual to vile. Twisty began ranting about a fan named...
Without 4chan, quite a lot of the internet culture wouldn't exist. That's crazy, though. I never, like, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even know 4chan existed. Until, like, all the Niji stuff started popping up.
Epic, who is Indian, and what she said next was outright racist.
Oh my god. You can tell who he is because the stench of brown will just be all over the place. It'll just smell like fucking curry and you'll know it's him.
Well, talking to an Indian sounds pretty terrible.
But I'm sorry, but I heard the girls laugh in the background.
I think he's a pedophile and an Indian.
I cannot wait to meet him, IRL.
She then told Shinoa to drop him because he wasn't even sending her money.
Who doesn't even send you money, so she drop him.
Next, she shifts into a rant about her company, Nijisanji.
You get her free tickets as a birthday present.
I don't even think I can get my health tickets.
Wait, why not?
Twisty, I'm gonna be honest.
My company hates me.
From there, she attacks
I
another
do think
VTuber
she's
from
able to
Brave
redeem
Group,
herself
mocking them for having
later
trans
on her
rights
life,
in their
but
bio
this is
and
too
saying they were
recent.
bad.
Wife,
She
the new
needs to
fucking
put in a lot of
Brave
work
Group
because I do
is
believe
so
that people are
bad.
able to
I'm
change,
actually, like,
but
shocked.
at the
I don't
same
know how the fuck
time,
they got in,
6 months is not enough
genuinely,
for someone to change.
It's like the worst I've ever seen.
Because I remember this is like
Like the one girl, she
someone told me
literally-
this
I
is
need
like
to send you
a
her videos. I'm not
6-month-old
even being
call
mean,
or like
wife.
a year-old call.
I'm
That's not
genuinely
enough.
like shocked and kind of pissed off. I don't even get a fucking call back, and this girl, who literally the worst I've ever seen. I'm not kidding. Like it's bad. She has like trans rights in her Twitter bio, which I feel like should be a red flag for any VTuber company if you're talking about that stuff publicly.
Bro, I'm pretty sure one of HoloLife's talents is trans, though. Isn't one of HoloLife's, like, talents fucking trans? I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure HoloLife has a trans talent. If you're talking, like, there's trans people are people too, okay? People are gonna support what they gotta support.
She doesn't really stream, but she uploaded some YouTube videos, and they're like really terrible covers.
I don't know.
She's for the new wave that's gonna debut soon.
I don't know, maybe they saw
For the headbands,
something.
like,
I don't know what the fuck they would see in her. Like they must be blind.
do I speed up the video, guys?
Well, I don't know, it's objective, I guess.
No, like objectively,
speed up
it's
the
really
video?
bad, wife. Like I
I
will
wanna
send you
speed
it
up
and
the
you'll
video.
understand.
I want to speed up the video because this is a long ass video and I don't have the attention span of a normal person. This is faster, so I'm gonna put it at. There you go.
Like, it is just very bad.
There you go.
How about she is like cute in her own way?
She's not cute in her own way, wife. I'm not kidding. Like I could not get through this. Like it's really bad. Like it's shock. I cannot believe that she was hired. Like not even like
Oh
just
my
being mean
God.
because I'm transphobic.
No,
Like
part of that.
no, it's not.
Brain
You watched the
attention
video.
span,
This part
yes.
made her come across as particularly petty and jealous. She then proceeds to flame her own model, says she's underappreciated.
It's literally only because their audience are all fucking Twitter trolls, and they don't want to piss them off, which is fucking weird because none of those people watch me anyways. So why should I care about like them being pissed off? Like it's so
Why should
stupid.
they care about you being pissed off?
Then why'd they hire me?
For fun.
Like maybe they could have looked into the future and like realized that the girl who talked about wanting to be a lolly wanted to be a lolly. I don't know. And that just kind of
I feel like
seems
it was-
weird to me.
I feel like it's pretty obvious that they knew that based on what they were talking about.
Okay, no, it's because they want
they
to
just-
hire you, right? But then they're like, okay,
They just
well,
fucking
we
lied to me
can't
pretty
do
much.
it.
They literally just lied to me.
No, it's because they wanted to hire you.
Yeah, so they lied.
They lied.
It's fine, you can get a lolly model next time.
They're never gonna give me a fucking lolly model. Like it makes me so mad.
Your
And
model's
everybody
super
wonders
cute though.
why I don't want to stream. Like my fans are fucking retarded, and they're upset that I spam collabs all day. Have you ever considered it's because none of you like send me any money at all?
I'm sorry, she's
Like it's just
fucking
crazy to me that they don't
outrageously
understand
stupid.
like the connection. And I mean I can't blame them because they're all like underage kids and that's Niji Sanji's fan base. But why do you want to pander to those people? Those ugly fucking models that they pay nothing for. Take all of our income. Like
And spirals into a dark misandrist rant.
yeah, men are fucking mentally ill and I think they should all die honestly.
It was like watching someone tear every bridge down in
Yeah.
real time. What an insane
truly
crash
is.
out. But the leaks were
It
just
truly
controversial.
is.
They were strategically timed, surgically edited, and dropped with one purpose: to destroy her credibility. Because in the months leading up to that
Go
stream,
back.
Twisty had been completely
I'm
silent.
so sorry that this is the first year you hear when you get back. Get a job 9. I really hate. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry to the Grand Lord Kamiyoshi Yatsu. I need to go to sleep. Oh, okay. Okay, good night, Bread. Sleep well, sleep well. But this is just fucking crazy. I swear to God.
And then this recording dropped. It was not a full call, there was no context, just the worst moments. That's what makes the whole thing feel intentional. This recording plunged the internet into a frenzy.
It did.
And naturally, every corner of the internet had a different take on it.
I saw
There was,
that video
of course,
when it
the
came out.
immediate backlash, especially over the racist slurs and the comments directed at the Indian fan. People also heavily
Yeah.
criticized the way she insulted other creators, her own company, and even the fans who had supported her. Then came the transphobic remarks, and, as if that weren't enough, the now infamous line, "all men should die." Others pointed out that her rant about Niji Sanji echoed things she had already said months ago in the original leaked DMs. Some people were
I
outraged,
know
but
this
others
is
were more
wild,
disgusted by the
but
fact
I
that
know,
a
it's
private
crazy.
conversation meant to stay between friends was suddenly public for the internet to dissect. And some even questioned whether the clip was fake, because even if the voice was real, the way the call was presented sparked a new kind of debate. People noticed the audio felt choppy, like parts had been spliced. It was clear that
Honestly,
only the
I
worst
really-
parts had
okay.
been cut together, likely to make her look as
a personal opinion of mine. it's really fucking weird that, like, if someone was there in the call, right? Someone was there in the call, and they were, like, your friends, and they recorded you, and they did this shit to you. That means they have been plotting against you for so long, like, praying for your downfall. And something about this, like, really rubs me the wrong way. You know what? If someone's a shitty person, you can, like, I guess, also at the same time, this is just, like, a shitty thing to do to anyone.
Hinged as possible. There was also a noticeable audio glitch between when she said I'm and the word transphobic. Was this two separate sentences spliced together, or just a result of a poorly configured voice gate on her mic? Still, even with context, some of the things she said were brutal, vile, unfiltered, ugly, and absolutely unbecoming of a corpo VTuber.
Yep.
Once again, Niji-Sanji had become the center of controversy, and once more, it seemed tied to their
Niji
tendency to
controversy
overlook
is,
red
like,
flags in their talent scouting. But then
so
came
common,
the real
I
big
swear to
question.
God.
If this was a private call, who had
They
leaked
could
it?
go,
The
like,
call took place between
without
friends,
controversy
or at
for,
least
like, a
people
month
she thought were
max,
friends,
and then there
now suddenly the
again.
most damaging parts of that conversation were uploaded by random YouTube accounts for the world to hear. Some fans floated the idea that this was a 5D chess move by Twisty herself, a way to force her graduation and break free from the company she loathed so much. But that theory didn't hold for long. If all she wanted was out, there was plenty of other things she could have leaked without obliterating her own reputation. This wasn't
That's true,
tactical,
though.
this was destructive, and it was meant to burn her down. That's when the focus of the conversation shifted to the others in the call, specifically the male voice, a fan named Drinos. He started commenting on the video itself, responding to a comment the channel owner had left. Hi, OP here, just wanted to clarify, the one who recorded this was not her friend. She said all of this casually after meeting them for the first time. I also learned later on that she had a hidden PayPay server for her fans that donated the most money to her, but sadly I have no proof of this, so take it how you want. Thanks. This is all just blatantly false. I'm the other voice in the call, and I've been friends with both of them for around a year. Delulu even longer. She knew I recorded this call without anyone's consent. This is an extremely out of context video to make Delulu seem like a horrible person, and Shinoa an innocent bystander. When this was
What?
This is an extremely out-of-context video to make Delulu seem like a horrible person and Shinoa an innocent bystander, when this was a private and serious conversation between friends that Shinoa is attempting to weaponize against her for malicious reasons. Maybe you shouldn't have been webcamming and sexting with groomers while Delulu did her best to support you financially and emotionally because she truly thought you were her friends. Then another user replied, out of context, your friend is literally being racist, transphobic, and classist in that call, and you're trying to brush it off like it's some kind of joke between friends? In what world is it okay to speak about people like that, mock their identity, or laugh at their race or financial situation? It doesn't matter if it was a private conversation, what she said was still violent and discriminatory. Calling it out of context is just a way to downplay what was very clearly and ambiguously said. If that's what you call friendship, then it's scary to think what you consider abuse. Recorded or not, those words don't have an excuse. And he responded again, I can understand where you're coming from, but again, you're missing a lot of crucial context. The person referenced in the call was an ex-fan who had a long history of harassing Asian women and younger female streamers. He was sending Delulu vile messages, stalking her, and even planning to show up at her meet and greet just to mess with her. He ended up targeting Shinoa, and Delulu made it very clear that she did not approve of that and wanted to protect her friend. The call was a private conversation where she was venting about someone who had been causing her issues for over a year. She wasn't mocking entire groups, she was frustrated at this man in particular and expressed it in a joking way in private. It is a huge difference. No one is brushing anything off, but let's be honest, taking venting from a private call completely out of context and labeling it as public violence or abuse is a massive reach. She does not speak like this publicly and has never once promoted hateful views. If anything, she is just deeply protective of her community and friends. It's disappointing to see people weaponize partial clips without considering who was being discussed or why. Context doesn't excuse everything, and I understand not agreeing with what was said, but I do think it's impossible to comprehend those words without being there to understand the whole situation. And each time Genos responded, he implied that the third person in the call, cute as Shinoa, was the one behind the leak. Shinoa was the indie VTuber Twisty had referred to as wife in previous leaks. They seemed close, even financially entangled. It was revealed that Twisty had been supporting her, and the two had plans to debut together. If cute as Shinoa was behind the leaks, they must have had a major falling out with Twisty for this to happen. All in all, people were back to square one when trying to figure out who was really.
That's crazy though. Imagine her fucking friend from like God knows how long. What did she call the wife? Being the one to fucking backstab her? What the? That's crazy shit right there. I'm sorry.
Behind
That's
it.
so
And most
bad.
importantly, why? Was it possible that someone else had been in the call? Someone else with access? Someone who stayed quiet? That's what made these leaks even more unsettling, along with the horrendous choice of words and slurs being used in there. The audio was indeed real, but the source? Unknown. Audiences were left with more questions than answers. But one thing was certain, the backlash that followed was unrelenting.
Yeah.
After the call leak, Twisty reacted quickly, and in a swift attempt at damage control, she released a written apology later that same day. This is something I've been reflecting on long before today. I know not everyone will agree with my decision to post this, but I feel like my fans and the people hurt by my words deserve clarity and an apology. A recording of me from almost a year ago was leaked, and I want to address that to the best of my ability
Almost a
today.
year ago.
What I
It's
said
still,
was
like,
hateful,
under a
cruel,
year.
and insanely inappropriate, racist, transphobic, and honestly, just straight up mean. I don't want to try to make excuses, regardless of what I was angry about or dealing with. Those words were wrong, and I want to fully own up to it. That conversation came from a place of protectiveness and frustration over how someone close to me was being treated. Regardless, that doesn't excuse the language I used, and I'm sorry that my anger boiled over into something so ugly and so hurtful to many. To me, words were always just words. There was never any deeper meaning to anything. I felt that if you had the ability to speak, why not say whatever you want? I never really questioned the thoughts nor beliefs I grew up with until very recently. I've luckily been able to meet some kind-hearted and wonderful people that pushed, supported, and urged me to become better and grow as a person. I started to realize how much power words carry. They're able to hurt people, inflict and reinforce harm, and even make people feel unsafe, even if I didn't mean it that way. I feel that over these past few months I have come to understand that being careless doesn't mean my actions are not harmful. To me, growth is about unlearning things, listening and actually thinking before I speak, and learning how to take responsibility for my actions. After gaining these new friends were able to correct and educate me on all the things I had done wrong, I realized that words are not just words, and they can hold meaning that are able to affect the lives of others. I've had a lot of time to reflect on how I speak and how I treat people, and I fully intend to be better. As someone who lives in America, even just in 2025 alone, I have witnessed many injustice towards marginalized communities, things that I cannot unsee or ignore. Growing up, I was surrounded by certain attitudes and beliefs that I never questioned. I took them as normal, even though they were rooted in ignorance and bias. When my mom found out I didn't vote for the hateful and oppressive president she supported, she nearly disowned me. That moment really shook me because it made me realize how much of my identity had been shaped by trying to meet other people's expectation or avoid conflict. It was the first time I truly stood my ground on something I believed in, even when it cost me. That experience pushed me to start thinking for myself more critically, to ask why I believe what I believed, and to recognize how easy it is to stay complicit in a harmful system when you're just going along with what you've always been taught. But I feel that this past year had been a turning point. With the help of friends who have educated me and shared their experience, I've started to really
Okay, I'm sorry. This is so long.
understand just how much harm those old ways of thinking can cause. I've made a choice to turn away from what I was raised on and to actively unlearn all of that harmful rhetoric. Maybe it's dumb to say because this conversation happened not that long ago, but even in a small period since the incident occurred, I do think I have started to grow more as a person. I want to be absolutely 100% clear on this. Despite of all the awful things I said, I've never truly held those views, and to this day I still do not. The words I used were ignorant and deeply hateful, but I do not believe they represent my actual beliefs or values. Racist, transphobic, violent, or otherwise any type of dehumanizing language has no place in the community I would like to create. Even in moments of frustration or anger or anything, saying those things was unacceptable, and I'm deeply ashamed of myself. I know a lot of people see me as, quote, based, and I want to put their views and feelings into me, but that is not the type of person I am. I'm just a girl who wants to stream and have fun with her friends and fans, thinking about cute seals and cute girls. I've never and will never promote that type of behavior to my fans, and I regret setting a bad example for them. I also want to clarify a few things. I do not hate my fans. What I said was in a moment of burnout and bitterness aimed at the people who spam me for specific content while not respecting or giving value to me as a person. I let that frustration turn into a generalization, and that's my responsibility. It doesn't make those words okay, and I'm deeply sorry to everyone I hurt by saying them. I have nothing but respect and admiration for artists. I never wanted to demean anyone's work. In the whole conversation that was omitted from the clip, I was talking about how much I wish I could have a different model proportion such as those this artist draws so beautifully. I really have a lot of love and respect for their work, and I have always been extremely vocal about this. I am unable to fully clarify the content of my original statement there, but I want to reiterate that it had absolutely nothing to do with the beyond wonderful art. So Twisty had acknowledged what was said. She confirmed it was her. She said she was sorry, not just to the people she hurt, but to her fans as well. It wasn't defensive, it wasn't framed as a misunderstanding. It was a direct public admission. I said those things, I was wrong, and I'm trying to change. And it seems only time will tell if she truly meant it. However, a lot of people didn't receive her apology well. Twisty had already
I'm gonna be completely honest. Personal opinion. It takes a long time for someone to change. Okay? I'm not gonna put Twisty through the unredeemable quality, because I've seen freaking worse. I've seen far worse. Not gonna support her the way she is now. Definitely not. But I'm not gonna see her as black and white. I'm not gonna see her as black and white. She did bad things, right? I think we can all agree here, right, guys? Right, timekeepers? We can agree that this is fucking wild shit. But still,
positioned herself against much of the Nijisanji fanbase.
Crazy.
First as the whistleblower on the Aster Acadia situation, but over time her public behavior had started to draw criticism even before the leaks. During a collab stream with Venta, she made inappropriate jokes leading to backlash from Nijisanji fans, enough so that Venta himself had to ask them to stop. Then, not long after she debuted with the agency, she did an ASMR stream where she appeared to be mocking Doki Bird, saying things like,
So everybody in this company is evil and abusive, and yeah, I'm being harassed.
these moments didn't go unnoticed. So when the leak happened and she was heard roasting the trans community, mocking Indians, insulting her fans, and saying she hated men, she wasn't just going after individuals, she was taking aim at entire communities and over half the population. The internet erupted in discussion. Was her apology genuine? Was she venting from frustration and isolation? Or was she only sorry because she got caught? But perhaps the most disappointing fallout from all of this was that the credibility of her earlier claims started to unravel. Specifically, the accusation she had made against Aster Acadia back in December. Because now that Twisty no longer looked like the perfect victim, people were questioning everything she had said before. So people began to wonder, what will happen next? Will the company say something? Would they punish anyone? Would they make her graduate? But instead, we got even more silence until the stream that changed everything. Surprisingly, it wasn't any color who responded. It was Twisty. She escalated things once again by releasing a video titled A Sincere Apology and My Truth. The presentation was simple, but strangely familiar. A black screen and her soft-spoken voice contrasting with each other. Yes, you heard that right. This was now the second black screen stream to shake the foundation of Niji Sanji since Silent in 2024. The video starts off like a standard apology. Twisty opens up by saying it's been a while, explains the stream is partially scripted to stay on track, and makes it clear she's not trying to attack anyone or justify her actions, just share her side of the story. She apologizes directly, saying she's genuinely sorry and admits she understands why people would doubt her. She talks about her commitment to personal growth, stressing that it's something she's serious about and not going to walk it back. Much of what she says echoes her earlier tweet, that she used to believe words are just words, but her perspective had changed. She now recognizes how much words can actually hurt, and she ends this section by expressing deep regret and vows never to say those things again. But then things shifted. What started as an apology turned into an expose, and she opened with something so bizarre, so utterly random, that it threw everybody off. She admitted that she doesn't like yaoi, or anime men in general. I'm kind of joking, but she actually said that. And as a fan of many anime men,
what the fuck?
Personally offends me, but what came after was far worse than disliking yaoi. Not that's a very high bar. From there, Twisty started describing her experience in the company, and though she never once said Niji Sanji directly, the implications were loud and clear. She peeled back the layers one by one to tell us what it was really like behind the scenes.
This is actually part of the video. That was actually part of the video.
Shifted. What started as an apology turned into an expose, and she opened with something so bizarre, so utterly random, that it threw everybody off. She admitted that she doesn't like yaoi, or anime men in general. I'm kind of joking, but she actually said that. And as a fan of many anime men, that personally offends me, but what came after was far worse than disliking yaoi. Not that's a very high bar. From there, Twisty started describing her experience in the company, and though she never once said Niji Sanji directly, the implications were loud and clear. She peeled back the layers one by one, detailing what it was really like behind the scenes, from management struggles to internal miscommunication to the emotional toll it took. Twisty didn't hold back. She said I received very little of the support I was promised, and stresses that this was based on her own personal experience with the company, and that other livers may have had more positive ones. The entire environment was it was filled with constant, ongoing delays, and a lot of the communication was very unclear and lacking. And
yeah, that I have
heard
from
from
other
overall, it was just a very toxic and uncomfortable culture. She said that she was also instructed to delete her social media and quit her previous job to go all in. When I joined, we were asked to delete all personal and professional social media accounts and to step away from any existing jobs, IRL or otherwise, to commit fully to this new opportunity. And then nothing. Months of it. Twisty revealed that due to delays following her onboarding, she went 8 full months without any consistent income. That's 8 months waiting, uncertain, and in limbo. And here's where things get even more complicated. Her generation was slated to debut shortly after the sudden and very controversial termination of Selentatsuki, one of the most high-profile exits in the company's history.
I remember
Twisty
That's
didn't
why
confirm this
I
directly,
remember
but the timing raises eyebrows. Many speculate that the company intentionally delayed the new gen's debut, not because they weren't ready, but to let the controversy cool down. From a PR perspective, it makes sense. Launching a new wave while fans were still reeling from Selen's firing would have been a disaster. But for Twisty, that delay didn't just mean waiting, it meant months without pay, without direction, and without knowing when or if things would finally begin. And when her first paycheck finally arrived, nearly all of it was eaten up by required work-related expenses. I went nearly 8 months without steady income. The majority of my first paycheck was used to cover required work-related expenses. And the only way she could get a response from staff. I think another thing many people have asked.
Imagine being working for a company and not getting paid. I mean, I know how that's
honestly,
like, though.
It's because it was the only way I ever received any form of response from my job. That's not a functioning workplace. That's ghosting with a contract. These statements from Twisty echoed what others had already said about their time with Niji Sanji. Tiksayu, a VTuber and voice actor. In a livestream, he described how he was pressured to give up not just his VTubing activities, but even his voice acting career, the very thing that got him into the industry in the first place.
With Niji, they told me I could not do voiceover at all. And I was like, no. And they were like, is that non-negotiable? I was like, hey, I would love to work with you guys, but yeah, that's non-negotiable.
Imagine being told to give up your dream job just to keep a contract. And if we go even further back, we see the same story play out with Zion Lenza. In her post-termination response, she detailed how Niji-sanji promised support, freedom, and resources, but gave her the exact opposite. She wrote about it in her now infamous document, One Girl's Story. One part of Zion Lenza's document focuses on her interview process, and how she says the company withheld crucial information. She claims it never told her she'd have to give up her personal accounts permanently, and that they overpromised and under-delivered on what she'd actually get once she joined. Here's what she wrote in her own words. Things like being unable to use my current social media or streaming accounts forever versus simply for a short amount of time, being unable to use any current game accounts or allowing certain ones, etc. None of that was included. It was a simple interview. What was interesting came at the very end though. I had mentioned that I previously had a job at a tech company. One of the interviewers, who hadn't said a single thing until then, asked me in Japanese how much I used to make as an independent streamer. I told him how much from subscription, sponsorship, etc. and he responded, Then immediately following that, he
Isn't Niji-sanji literally the devil from the Bible? Yeah, in a certain way, yeah. I don't wanna get, like, I know there's, like, a lot of cool livers in there that are still in there, but at the same time, you can't freaking deny that they have mismanaged a lot of people. And some people in Niji-sanji, who knows, they got really cool managers. But there's definitely something wrong going in there, and they're not, at least in the English side. Because the Japanese side of Niji-sanji seems to be doing, like, okay, but, like, what the fuck is happening with, like, the English side? The English side is, like, always being bombarded. Or, like, I remember one thing from Celine Tatsuki. She said that it used to be okay, it used to be managed pretty well. But then things took a shift at some point in Niji-sanji. And that's something I remember from Celine Tatsuki. That she said it herself at some point. But don't quote me on that, my memory could be fuzzy. But I remember that being a thing. So, from my understanding, things used to be fine years ago in Niji. But something happened and it's been in disorder ever since.
asked how much I used to make at my tech job. I answered that I actually made less than I currently did as a streamer. He gave me the same and then said he had no further questions. I thought, well, if they're gonna ask questions like that, then I'll ask one that I wasn't sure if I could ask. And I asked, do you guys have a monthly salary or minimum per month that you pay to your talents? That interviewer answered, no, but I can tell you that if you sign under us, that you'll make more than you're making right now. I'll never forget that, but at the time, the compensation structure was not discussed. And later on, she reiterates, again, nothing regarding how they ran the company or what they expected me to give up was mentioned. She was also encouraged to put all of her eggs in the Niji-sanji basket to go all in.
I do
and then what
believe
happened?
one thing.
Around the end of October, she wrote, is when
Niji-sanji
we're finally able to start planning.
does not look for the past of the Niji livers. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think they do research on their livers at all. Because the people that I've seen them hire is insane. But at the same time, like, that's like on the company. I think they're just hiring people that have like enough numbers for them. The company is probably also shit in Japan, but people are more quiet. I mean, yeah, it's probably equally as shit in Japan, but at the same time, it's like really, really like, it's really fucking. No, the reason why I'm saying it seems a lot less bad in the Japanese side, because I remember there was like one controversy with one of their livers, and I remember the Niji-sanji like went to like an all out like they went all out into the court for this liver too. Like they like in the Japanese side, from memory. I don't remember exactly when or why this happened. But there was one time, it's like one of their oldest livers. They're still in hiatus because they're still fighting in the court for this liver, from what I have heard. Basically, I don't know if they have the problem fixed or not, but I do remember that they did fight for like some of the livers.
For our debuts.
On the
I had experienced
Japanese
debuting
side
as a VTuber for my
memory.
own activities,
But I could also be wrong.
so I was familiar with all the elements needed and how to manage planning with all the
And I know for sure as heck, if one of their livers in the English side got into legal trouble, they would not do shit.
different people I'd work with. Regarding the question of what was needed for the debut and subsequent streaming activities, the managers informed that nothing is really required. It's up to you how much or how little you want to have for it. I personally incurred the cost of planning a successful debut. Our lore was written by ourselves. I had to find people who had the skill set needed for the graphics and animation myself and pay for them myself. By the time we debuted, I was already hugely in the red in order to plan and execute a debut befitting of a talent of such a big company. You heard that right. By the time she debuted, she was also already in debt. Just like Twisty, who allegedly owed over $10,000 by the time she debuted, and still hadn't seen a steady paycheck for months. They both started at zero, actually less than zero. And what makes this worse is that by this point, many lifers had already been asked to delete past accounts, cut off income streams, and give up any chance to sustain themselves outside of Nijisanshi. So now they're debuting in debt, with no safety net, no freedom, and a company that tells them, don't worry, we'll help. But that help rarely comes. Even Doki Bird, formerly known as Silentatsuki during her time at Nijisanshi, revealed after her departure that she made zero.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Go get a job, Nai. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Nai. Bye-bye. I hope you have enjoyed thus far.
Profit in her final year working with the company, after having to spend $200,000 on her work-related projects. And keep in mind, she was one of the most successful hires of her entire wave. If someone at that level was walking away empty-handed, it makes you wonder how the rest were treated. So a content creator spends hundreds of thousands of dollars for a company that can't even give them a stable platform, a response, or a proper statement. Taken together, these past experiences set the stage for understanding what Twisty went through next. At this stage, Twisty's testimony turned darker. She began describing a male coworker, never naming him directly, but at this point everyone knew exactly who she meant, Aster Acadia. She starts by explaining that in July 2024 she raised concerns about inappropriate behavior and misconduct within the company. She alleges that
the individual in question had a known history of manipulation and targeting new hires, especially women. Despite this, I was told that no action would be taken due to fear of retaliation. These issues were not new. They had even been brought up long before I joined, but no meaningful steps were ever taken to address them.
And this took a serious toll on Twisty's mental health. She described feeling so overwhelmed that she could no longer function like she used to, withdrawing from multiple projects, and in some case, even breaking down in tears right after going live, forcing her to cancel stream at the last minute. She felt like the entire time no one believed her, and she was forced to stay quiet. She was even told, and I quote, not to speak about this with anyone, not with her coworkers, no one, just to never speak of it or mention it again. To make things worse, she claims that Aster would constantly put her down during this time, adding to the emotional strain she was already under.
Constantly just putting me down, calling me weird.
He even lied to her, claiming that others were uncomfortable around her. Twisty details how this hurt at the time, but she later found out that this wasn't true at all after checking with another coworker. But what's even more worrisome is what the coworker added next.
What the coworker said. I later found out
from another coworker that this wasn't true, and that manipulation and bullying were just a pattern of his.
So, if it was a pattern, and others were also aware, why was nothing being done about it? As
that's what I'm saying. Why is
his
nothing
behavior
being
escalated.
done?
Aster began demanding more and more of her time, acting overly familiar, even when it wasn't welcome. He started wanting to call her more often, and he started making extremely flirty comments about her appearance and voice.
They began calling me more often, making extremely flirty comments about
I'm not good with creeps, I'm gonna be honest.
And my voice.
He would even ask her to say specific phrases so that he could hear it in her voice.
They would often ask me to say specific things or codes or phrases for them so that they could hear it in my voice.
Ugh, the physical cringe I'm experiencing right now is undescribable.
They would bring up my ASMR in a way that made me feel extremely, extremely uncomfortable.
And despite that closeness, he would often put her down, creating a confusing and emotionally draining environment. After she declined to meet him in person, citing her agoraphobia, he dismissed her boundaries entirely, saying,
instead of respecting the boundary that I had set, they kept pushing, saying that I didn't really seem like that type of person to him. He would continue with things like, what if we were in Japan together? To which I stated, like, regardless of who was with me, I would still feel extremely uncomfortable. They then said, what if I was in Japan with you and I held your hand? And, I told them, like, that wouldn't change how I felt, and they followed up with, what if I hugged you? I repeated that I still didn't feel comfortable then, and what I interpreted to be a very flirty tone. They had said, what if we just stay in my hotel room together all day?
That is full-on inappropriate and seriously unprofessional. She even describes a moment when he tried to lure her to Japan by falsely claiming the company was short-staffed for an event and they really, really needed her to come.
I was invited to Japan under the pretense that they had not many people for their event and they really, really needed me. I later found out that this was completely false. They had more than enough people for the event, and I feel like they were just trying to guilt trip me to try to get me to show up, and thinking about it, I don't think I'm a very smart person. I felt uncomfortable, but I
My
wanted to think the best.
dang.
And
Wait.
you know,
Does that
if I
mean
was
that
financially
Nietzsche was
able,
on
I
this?
probably would have won because
Nietzsche
I want
was
to be a
on
good
this
coworker.
too?
I want to be a good friend, and
Nietzsche?
thinking about like what could have happened.
Is that what I'm getting in here?
It's honestly something I don't really want to
I
think
could be
about.
completely misunderstanding.
I do a
this, but
lot.
this is how I understand.
Insane. And the worst part, it allegedly wasn't just her. She claims he made the same offer to other people as well.
The same exact behavior, the same offer to fly other people out to Japan if it meant that they would stay in the same hotel room with them also happened.
And from the way Twisty describes these events, it seems Aster extended that same unsettling invitation not just to her, not just to one other person, but to a third victim as well.
And with another person, they got
Like,
extremely
imagine
aggressive.
you can't get one person. You go to another. Like, get a hint, bro. Get a hint. If like people keep rejecting, get a hint to freaking stop. Maybe.
with this person for not wanting to meet up with them on a trip.
But here's when things went from messy to
Azure,
absolutely
anyways, hello.
crazy. Twisty didn't just fire back with vague accusations or vague claims like we usually see in situations like this. She came with receipts, actual proof in the form of a recorded call between her and Aster. Yes, Twisty had been recording him. In it, she directly confronts him about allegedly asking one of her
Dang.
friends to fly them out. And the wildest part, the clip includes what sounds like a full-on admission that he did say that.
I feel like it's kind of weird when you offer to fly girls out. Just in general.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a call.
In general.
Might be famous. I don't know, but don't you think
It was like a half
that's-
joke.
I mean, you can't really half joke saying, I'm gonna fly you to Japan, come stay in my hotel. That's not really a joke.
I mean, yeah.
Like, I
it's-
feel
it's
like
not a
there
joke.
are some
It's not a
things
joke at this point.
You should and
If
should
anyone,
not say
okay, guys.
to
If someone you admire, or like even like anyone ever, literally, someone big tells you, would you like me to fly you over and stay in the same room as me? Even if you might like them a shit ton, don't fucking fall for it, okay? Because there are scummy people out there that will try to take advantage of you, and that's the sad fucking truth, and this is what it seems to be like.
someone who is like, because like, she is a really big fan of Niji Sanji. You're on your Liver account. I feel like it's very awkward for her when you're saying, like, even if it's a joke, which I don't think it is. I don't think, like, you say, my joke's like unhinged or whatever, but you don't just say, I'm gonna fly you out and you can stay in my hotel room.
After we had this specific conversation, we continued to go back and forth on it for a bit. And at one point, they had said something to the effect of, well, your friend is just so nice, and I really couldn't help myself, you know?
And his excuse, she was just so nice I
My,
couldn't
oh
help
my.
myself, that is such a crazy thing to say, especially when you're being confronted about crossing a major line. And even if it was a joke like he claimed it was, who was the joke for? Who's the audience? Who's supposed to laugh at that? It shifts the blame
No
back
one.
onto the victim, like her kindness somehow gave him permission. That's not an excuse. That's a red flag. And these allegations
It
against
is a red
Aster
flag.
are about management's failure to act on them didn't
It
start
is a
with
red
Twisty, by
flag.
the way. In May 2024, a VTuber named Raziel Warmonic, a former friend and mod of Luca Kaneshiro, who was also part of Niji Sanji, came forward with her own document.
Okay.
And while the situation between her and Luca is its own rabbit hole, and yes, deeply messy on both sides, there was one part of her document that stood out, because it echoed exactly what Twisty would go on to say months later. She writes, I can confirm that Luca said that multiple girls were coming to him about the issue since management wouldn't do anything. And he discussed it with both Elira and I. I personally told him to gather as much evidence as possible and bring it to management
Okay.
since it shouldn't be their, Luca's and Elira's, job to regulate this issue. To my understanding, nothing was done about it. That sounds familiar, doesn't it? And it gets more damning. Another Niji Sanji liver, she
Yeah?
writes, confirmed by DM the Aster allegations after this had been made public. So someone
So
within the
there's
company
been
was
allegations
confirming what Twisty
against
said
him
before
since
she
then?
said it. And here's another thing. Back in December, during the first wave of backlash following the SA claims, another former Niji Sanji liver stepped forward, Quinn Bennett, formerly known as Kyo Kaneko. Without
Okay.
naming names, he tweeted, all I'm saying is there's a reason the podcast only lasted 2 episodes. And what he was referring to was a podcast called Moon Bros with the livers Renzoto, Kyo Kaneko, and of course, Aster Acadia. Fans immediately connected the dots. He was talking about Aster, of course. And it wasn't just a vague subject.
Dang,
During
bro!
the meeting, expanding on
The
his
guy
concerns
that
about
left
Aster's
Nietzsche
behavior,
was like,
explaining
oh
that he
yeah,
had personal issues with him, having been in the very tragic situation of being groomed when he was younger, and seeing the way Aster was communicating in False ID's video triggered him because it reminded him of the way he was spoken to in certain contexts and manipulated. And then he goes on to speak about his own personal experience and what he's heard from his friend at Niji Sanji.
And I'll be completely honest, since I feel it's not right to hide this aspect of the puzzle piece, I really don't want to talk about this
this because if I don't talk about it, I'm seen as protecting a predator. If I do, I'm seen as being messy. So to be honest, I'm gonna be as vague as possible. But another reason I didn't like this person is because there were some stories going around and some things I saw where they behaved weird towards women, okay? Someone that was very bad at interacting with women or didn't know an appropriate way to do it at an appropriate time, do it. And I didn't fuck with that, so I distanced myself from this person when we still worked together. And that's why I ended up stopping the podcast that I tweeted about.
In that stream, he also adds, they seem kind of like they would nag certain women about certain things or kind of put them in positions to feel guilty or pounce on newer members that didn't know about this behavior. They were not the most healthy when they interacted with women. And again, that's almost verbatim what Twisted would go on to say months later.
This has been crazy though. Like, I mean, at least he's exposed now. There's no freaking way you can escape that now.
And when Quinn mentioned Aster nagging certain women, a lot of people immediately remembered one specific incident, the DMs between Aster and Scarly Yonaguni. These messages, while personal, quickly circulated in the fandom and earned him the infamous nickname of Aster Lesai. In the exchange, Aster is clearly frustrated. He repeatedly says he feels ignored, emotionally dismissed, and not prioritized in the group. Scarly, in return, apologizes over and over, explaining that she's overwhelmed, forgetful, and just doesn't always know how to respond in the moment. But instead of de-escalating, Aster pushes harder. His tone's sharp, he starts accusing Scarly of intentionally ignoring him, of being dismissive, of making him feel erased, and when she doesn't reply, he continues sending message after message after message. It stops being a conversation and turns into a pressure cooker. What started as venting morphed into guilt tripping, and whether or not Aster meant to be emotionally manipulative, the effect is still the same. And when you line up next to Quinn's comments, Twisty's allegations, and now Scarly's leaked messages, it no longer looks like one-person bias. It starts to look like a consistent, troubling pattern. But just when people thought it couldn't get any worse, Twisty dropped another bombshell.
My dude.
In her stream, she alleges that a fellow coworker leaked her brand new outfit.
Hun, did you send the picture? What are you talking about? I was the one person who did art. Was you? What?
Fit model just 10 minutes after she had privately shared it.
On top of this, another coworker had leaked my outfit just 10 minutes after I had privately shared it.
But that's not all.
I was really excited to be able to reveal to my fans and community, but they also added a lot of very mean and what I believe were manipulative comments to stir up drama and attempt to implicate me.
Twisty didn't name anyone, but the fandom had theories, and they were loud. Many believed the leaker was Rimu Indu, and the circumstantial evidence only fueled speculations. Remember how I previously said that Twisty's outfit had been leaked on 4chan? Well, a few weeks later, Twisty vague tweeted, "Maybe it makes me a mean person, but it hurts me to see others celebrating and revealing surprises when they were the one who ruined that opportunity for me." She tweeted that on June 8th. Exactly one day after Rimu had announced her own outfit reveal. Coincidence? Maybe, but fans weren't convinced. Especially when, on the same day that Twisty's very controversial recording leaked, Rimu's past life account tweeted, "Damn, well anyways, it was short, it was cryptic, it had a lot of attitude, and it was posted within hours of the leak making the rounds." And then came one final layer of salt. Twisty's stream, the black screen, the apology, the emotional bombshell was scheduled at the exact same time as Rimu's outfit debut stream, down to the hour, almost perfectly overlapping. Intentional or not, it sent a message, and it deepened the divide in the fanbase. But while people were busy debating the social fallout, Twisty dropped what may be the most damning part of her entire stream. Not about a coworker, not about Aster and his harassment, but about the company itself. She says that when she reported the harassment, she was told directly that no action would be taken due to fear of retaliation. And not only that, she was also explicitly instructed not to speak about this. However, she also explicitly states that
their behavior has been reported to staff so many times over the years, and it has been well documented and recognized as an issue.
And yet again, nothing was done. So with their backs against the wall, Twisty says she and several other coworkers eventually banded together, pleading with management to take the situation seriously. They warned that with proper intervention, the consequences wouldn't just fall on one person, it would affect everyone in the company. But still, nothing changed.
Together with some of my coworkers, I pleaded for the situation to be taken seriously. We emphasized that without proper intervention, the consequences would fall on everyone. But still, nothing had changed.
She goes on to describe how back in 2024, staff was made aware that private conversations had been leaked online. The talents urged management to respond, or at least prepare for the inevitable backlash. But weeks went by, nearly a month passed with no communication and no action. Silence.
Like, the agency is like, this guy, like, people are like, this guy has, this is a serious issue. Maybe think of, like, honestly, they would have been able to avoid quite a bit more, drama if they just, you know, terminated him. I feel like keeping someone around that's just gonna cause more issues is not a good idea.
the false ID
But at the same time, it's Niji. I can't understand Niji.
video dropped, putting the situation front and center. The public backlash forced the issue out in the open. It was only then that Twisty was instructed to step back from her duties following the announcement of an internal investigation. But the part that truly stunned people was what she said next.
But to this day, I'm not confident any real investigation ever took place.
Now think about that. She was the main whistleblower, the one who originally came forward with the harassment claims. If a legitimate third-party investigation had actually been conducted, she would have known, because she likely would have been at the center of it. She would have been questioned, documented, involved, and yet she wasn't even confident one had happened at all. So what had they been doing this entire 6 months? All she describes is a single call, one where she spent most of the time explaining basic VTuber culture and not even given time to give a full detailed account of her experience.
I would say 80% of it, I was explaining VTuber culture and kind of what VTubers were. And for the other 20%,
imagine you like try to get an investigation and the people don't know what your job is.
You know,
that should be on the company.
I didn't have very much time
what it is.
to really delve into everything, and I was told that they would follow up and we'd speak more, and that never happened.
And what was the focus of most of the conversations she had with staff during all of this? It wasn't about stopping the harassment. According to Twisty, the majority of those talks were centered around managing her exit, not fixing the problem.
I never once felt that my concerns were ever meaningfully addressed.
Okay.
Most conversations focused not on resolving the matter, but on managing my exit.
Which raises the big question. If Twisty didn't even know whether an investigation had taken place, did one ever really happen? And just when you think it couldn't get more blatant, Twisty says the company offered her a financial settlement.
You know, at one point, there were talks of a settlement, and I personally do not believe that if they truly did nothing wrong, that would have been something that they even considered.
But guys, here, have money, forget about
justice,
this shitty
not
dude
accountability,
in the company.
not support, but money,
here.
and more precisely, hush money. After being told no action would be taken, after being explicitly instructed to stay silent,
honestly,
they allegedly offered her a payout. And for what? Not to make things right, but to end it quietly. That's not something you do when you're confident in your actions. That's not what an innocent company does when defending an innocent employee. It's what a company does when they're trying to make a problem disappear. A settlement is a signal, a corporate admission that something did happen. They just don't want it brought to light. It wasn't about resolution. It wasn't about risk management. Don't fight. Don't speak. Just go. But Twisty wasn't letting go. And yet, after everything, while people were still dissecting Twisty's black screen, trying to piece together what it all meant, the very next day, Twisty returned. Not with another video, but with a comment, posted under her own stream. And what she wrote might be her rawest, most unfiltered messages yet. Pinned to the top of the stream, she claims she has the receipts, the Discord logs, messages with staff, legal, but says she won't share them to protect people not ready to come forward. She doubles down on not regretting her words, says the apology wasn't about forgiveness, but just accountability. If I didn't regret my words, I just wouldn't apologize for them. I think a lot of people have the wrong idea about things and just automatically assume that apologizing is lost on a lot of people. And honestly, I agree. Forgiveness can be lost on people. No one should even be expected to forgive someone for anything in the first place. If you're apologizing to please people, is there any point? I think that I went too far and could have expressed myself in different ways, and that is all there is to it. But honestly, it has nothing to do with forgiveness from the types of people who will vilify and harass me, all while defending a genuine predator. This has always been a guilty until proven guilty situation, and it would probably stay that way forever. I truly hope it does, because I do not want such people to ever interact with me or my content. And don't begin to assume you know anything about my job, contract, or terms when you have absolutely no idea outside of, oh well, this person said this. Like I said in the video, everyone has different experience and lots of people have different circumstances too. I'm telling you mine. I wanted to leave last August, and I wanted to leave again 4 months ago. And that line hits differently once you realize that she debuted in May, and by August, just 3 months later, she was already trying to leave. Whatever she experienced behind the scenes, it pushed her to the edge that fast. And then came the spiral. I don't hate all men. I think they're all mentally ill, but so are all women, and so am I. She admits to being petty and jealous when she was speaking about mentally ill, but so are all women.
It's fucking crazy statement,
so am
though.
I.
That's she's like everyone's mentally ill.
To being petty and jealous when she was speaking about that Brave Group VTuber. I have no issues with Brave Group as a whole. I will not mention the VTuber in question, but I still stand by my words here. Yes, I was jealous and petty, and it was definitely in bad taste, but I'm not going to apologize for disliking someone in private or being upset for my own personal reasons, nor for thinking that hiring people who are open about politics is bad optics. At this point, she's already terminated, so it'd be an apology to the wind. On this matter, netizens speculated the VTuber reference here may have been the previously terminated Globy VTuber Squirmimi. But Twisty's rant carries on. She then accuses people of deflecting, of missing the point, and insists that the issue isn't innocence or guilt, it's how the company handled the whole thing. She writes, Two people can make mistakes at the same time. I want to
Yes.
start fresh and move on with my life. I'd like to take some
That
time
is
away,
true.
and that is not something I felt like I could do without getting everything off my chest. I think that these things were
Number
very important to
6
address
kind of
together because of
rubbed
all of
me
the
the
comments
wrong
I've
way.
seen going. Well, she said this,
She
so
lost
they're
points
totally
with me on
innocent,
that
which is
one.
just not how things work. I feel like my statement on Twitter covered the majority of my feelings about the situation, and while considered speaking more of what happened, I think it's ultimately not relevant. I cannot go back and change the past. The most I can do is say sorry and be better for myself and my fans. And then she closes with, I will never apologize for being a lolicon. I will continue to do incestuous lolly roleplay. Okay. And finally, she ends her message with,
What's wrong with this bitch? She's going down, but she's still crazy. Whatever. I just want her to be a better person in the future.
a pointed remark aimed at her haters, her doubters, and the Niji-sanji fans who would defend Aster and the company even if a legitimate crime happened right in front of their eyes. I truly believe that if you continue to support and defend my job and the individual mentioned, you're no better than me. You can deflect and call me a liar all you want while downplaying the severity of the situation, but at the end of the day, I know what I and others have experienced. You are the reason that they continue to treat their employees poorly, the reason they allow truly vile people to do truly vile things with no repercussions, and will continue to do so. Believe all women until it's one I don't like, right? I truly hope that you never will have to go through the same. And then she kept going. Even in the
That
replies,
was not
Twisty wasn't
expected.
done.
The last
She made it
bit,
clear
I
she wasn't
know.
going to
I fucking know. That bit was like, I will continue to do. I'm sorry, I am. I will continue my weird ass role. What? What the fuck was that? What the
silence anyone. I have not and will not be removing any comments. I disagree with a lot of things that are said on both sides, but in this situation, people should be free to express their opinions. She emphasizes that the comments will stay up, even if they're against her, in the name of transparency. In another reply, she stands firm on why she apologized. No one owes me forgiveness. I apologize because I truly feel sorry and regret my past actions and want to be better, not so that people can forgive me. And she pushes back against what she sees as false accusations. I have never tweeted or retweeted hate speech. There are so many comments spreading lies and slander as the objective truth. And in what might be her most offensive and most philosophical statement, she writes, I do not believe freedom of expression should be something we gatekeep based on popularity, morality, or comfort. Silencing opposing voices will never make them disappear. It only ensures that they will never question their thoughts or work toward change. And then she ends with a quote, those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat it. All in all, I think she's right. I believe two things can be true at the same time. Twisted did say horrible things, but she could have also been the victim of sexual harassment, corporate cover-up, and workplace abuse. And what really gives strength to her testimony is the pattern. We've seen this kind of behavior from Niji-sanji before, livers being mistreated, silenced, and pushed out, and no accountability from the top. And what's even more baffling is how quickly they moved on Zion Lenza, fired for offensive remarks regarding sexual assault. On a joke she didn't even finish, mind you. She caught herself mid-sentence.
Man, no wonder she got,
Back then, they had acted fast, clear, decisive, like they were trying to stop another controversy from starting. But now, with Aster Acadia, they've done nothing. It's like, they just don't care anymore. He's still in the company, still supported. Heck, he's even been seen playing League of Legends with other Niji-sanji livers.
I think they treat their male talents a lot better than they treat their female counterparts. Because let's be honest, all the terminations that I have seen from Niji recently has been female livers. None of the male livers, even if they got into controversy, got like terminated as fast. I don't know if it's just me, but
just 3 weeks ago, he was in a game with Elira, Uki, and even Nayuta Umbridge, another big JP liver. So what is going on? Is this all just a calculated move to avoid bad press? Is keeping him around less risky than dealing with the fallout? But then, a few days later, users started to notice something. First, they entirely wiped Twisty's content from her channel. Then, they privated her Twitter account. And finally, she was completely removed from the official roster on their website. Naturally, everyone expected a termination announcement to follow, so we waited day after day after day with nothing. It felt like Niji-sanji was quietly memory-holing Twisty out of existence, as if she was never there. And then, more than 4 days later, it finally dropped. Niji-sanji officially terminated Twisty. And their public reason? Violation of contract due to discriminatory speech. Really? No mention of an NDA breach whatsoever? Nothing about leaking internal grievances? That's odd. And to be clear, her comments were wrong. That's not up for debate. But let's not pretend that's the full story. These recordings were leaked by a third party, not by her. And they just so happened to give the company the perfect out. No mention of Aster, no mention of the investigation, no real accountability. It's hard not to see this as strategic. They waited, and once they had
Honestly,
a PR-safe excuse, they pulled the trigger. And I mean,
I
let's
do
be honest,
think
it's not like others in the company haven't
that
made discriminatory
some people
remarks
were, like,
themselves.
giving
Take Uki
money.
Violetta, for example.
Surprise, white man does the bare minimum. Like in the movies and stuff, when white people kiss, it's like they look like they're in pain. It looks like they don't want to do it.
Like fishes going on to each other and just sucking their faces.
Not even
what you mean?
fishes. It's like it's worse than fishes.
Oh.
It's because the hosts are two white people. You're just walking around, and then this old white couple passes by you, and they're like, "Hello, whatever," and I'm like, hello, can I help you? We don't know each other. Why did you say hello? Why are you smiling at me? Why are you talking to me? What business do you have with me? And you know, by the time I'm thinking all these thoughts, they've already moved on and walked down the street and kept minding their business. But you know, you can't always. I grew
Gross.
up.
That's gross.
Always having
That's
to be on
gross.
alert. Okay. I mean, I'm still on alert when I go outside.
Here we have a liver
that is
openly
gross.
making discriminatory.
That is fucking gross. Okay. I believe racism can go any direction. I'm gonna be fucking honest with you. That it goes any direction. If you're racist, you're racist. Doesn't matter what fucking race you are. I'm from the south of Brazil, and like pretty mixed. I'm mixed of everything. A mix of everything. So like, I'm gonna be honest. What the fuck? Racism is just racism. Doesn't matter what color you are.
Remarks
Or
about
where
white
you're
people
from.
on a corporate account, no less. That's also a breach of contract. But Uki, he's still active, he's still supported, and there's been no action taken. Meanwhile, Twisty gets terminated because someone leaked a private conversation she didn't consent to sharing. Make it make sense. This wasn't about fairness. It was about getting rid of someone who had become a problem, without having to bring up the investigation or the sexual harassment claims. And some users even pointed out the announcement went live on a weekend, a common PR move to minimize stock market disruption by corporations. Markets were closed, investors had time to digest, and by Monday, the company could shape the narrative before trading resumed. It all seemed too convenient. And what about the investigation? The one we were told would happen? The one Twisty, the main whistleblower, says she doesn't even think took place? And the settlement? The alleged offer to pay her off just to keep her quiet? Was this all just a ploy to buy time to let the heat die down while they buried the controversy under good news, new gens, new merch, and new distractions? But for those who forgot, Twisty reminded us. She pulled back the curtain and exposed the rot hiding underneath the surface of the sleeping giant. We didn't forget, and we want answers, Niji-sanji.
We do.
Thank you so much for watching.
We do want answers, Niji-sanji. And by the way,
if you
guys,
enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. And
if you guys don't know Rima, go follow them. They are very big compared to like me, but they're still freaking awesome. I like watching Rima from time to time when they pop up on my page because it's always a good time, you know. But for real though, I can never forget the whole entire Niji controversy. It always happens. We're never free from it, no matter how much we try to. I swear to God, I don't know how they're still, like, active. Like, how is it still... I honestly don't know. It's crazy. Yes, I will hydrate. And, sadly, I will have to start getting ready for me to sleep because, you know... I'm EP. I know the company is just bad, and like and PR wise, like it's just more like the way that they treat their people. I am gonna start playing VODs and stuff, but I am gonna work on editing. Do you guys want me to work on editing while you guys watch the VOD? While you guys watch my VODs, because I can do that too. I don't mind doing that. It's a shame how wild they are. PR nightmare. I know it's a PR nightmare. It's just like, it's a genuine nightmare. Okay, guys, let's say goodbye to YouTube together, okay? Hey, YouTube! If you guys made it... Okay, hey, YouTube, if you guys made it to the end, thank you, and, it was very enjoyable. Yeah, VODs are fine. Bye-bye! It's mostly because I want to have an edited video, because not everyone likes watching a whole entire 1 hour live stream. Okay, so I'm gonna put VODs in the background. Let me just hide this while I pull up the VODs, okay? And I'm gonna be editing in the background. You guys can still talk to me as long as my model is moving. That means I'm just editing, and I'm done with reacting. I'm not resting right now. I'm gonna edit the video. It doesn't take too long to edit, but I'm gonna put on VODs. I'll be right here. I'll be right here. You guys can yap to me, but I am gonna be focused on the editing more than the video. There you go. Just gotta put it in normal speed. Okay. Actually, I won't be able to see you guys. You know what? I won't be able to see you. I'm gonna try to be able to see you guys, okay? I'm gonna do my best so I'm able to see you guys. But I might not be able to see you guys. I still need that to be small so I can open up CapCut. And hopefully CapCut doesn't open. Okay. Create project.
Hello everyone! I don't know who's here or who's not here, I can't really see right now, but welcome. Today I'm playing, Into the Pit, if you have read the title. Yeah, this is also the first time I'm both streaming on YouTube and Twitch, which is honestly something that I did not know that I could do, but now I can, which is absolutely awesome. So hello YouTube, hello Twitch, welcome both, welcome my timekeepers.
No, I'm just gonna...
Yeah, I'm just gonna open the game and then I'm gonna head to the page. My God, wait. It's gonna take me a little second. I have so many tabs open, specifically since now I have VBridger. I will have to update a bit of my rigging afterwards so I can have like the full lip sync for it, which is gonna be great.
I never did that, by the way. I never did that. Okay. Now I should be able to see you guys, no problem.
It should load. There. Why is it taking so long? Okay, it's gonna appear.
Okay. I can see. I can read you guys really well. You guys are gonna be watching VODs while I edit. Okay.
Wait.
Is that okay? Is that fine?
YouTube, you guys are gonna get a bit of delay, but that's okay. That's okay.
Honestly, I'm really scared of editing while I'm live streaming. I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually freaking terrified.
Oh my God.
It's all good. Okay, good.
That was loud for me. Is it loud for you guys? Tell me if it's loud. I'll fix it.
Enjoy the editing. Yes, I'll focus on it. I'll try to focus on it.
I have been gone from streaming for
because I want to post this as soon as I'm done
and stuff. So
I didn't say anything outrageous, did I?
Really great.
That would cause problems for me. I don't think I said anything crazy.
Oh wait, I'll use my Xbox controller for this. Yes, I have an Xbox controller with no actual Xbox. It's just that I can use it on the PC, and that's great. Because my keyboard, my $5 keyboard, is not that great. I'm gonna be honest.
Don't forget, you guys can talk to me if you guys need anything.
Empty, yes.
You guys need anything? Talk to me.
Wait. I think, yeah. I think this, yeah. Creepy. Okay. As you guys might know, I'm gonna wait until someone decides this for me. Oh my God. I don't know what to pick. I generally don't know what to pick because you guys know me well, and then I suck at video games. And also, I don't do well at creepy stuff.
yeah,
specifically
did
when I'm
you,
alone, it looks like right now.
did the Steam
Yeah, I'm
code work?
lonely. Yeah, I'm so lonely.
I wasn't sure if... Which Steam code?
Yeah, it has been great so far.
Did you send me
Anyways,
another
welcome
one?
to my,
Or are you
to
talking
my
about the other one
chat.
you sent like a while ago?
How do I say your name? Neptunia. I'm not gonna say the numbers, but welcome to my chat. Yeah, I'm no longer lonely. I'm trying. I'm. The thing is,
When I streamed this,
very
I was
poorly with
actually
video
really
games.
freaking anxious.
It's
Because I was
not
still
video
like a
games in
newbie.
general, not like all of them, but I do bad in horror games. So I'm in between going easy mode or going normal mode. There's no in between. There's no in between.
I'm gonna lower the volume, I'm sorry.
And yes, you're saying it right. Nice. I'm just gonna do a salamimingwe.
Okay, let me...
Yeah, I'm gonna go with this.
Filters.
I'm too scared. In case if it's too easy, I'll go for another one. Anyways, prologue time. Let's see. Can't something interesting happen for once? Oswald, it's time to go. Yeah, we're going. We're going where? It's not Bonnie. My day has been good. It has been great, actually. It's been good. I ate like 3 sandwiches.
Wait, is the mic capturing this? Why is my mic capturing audio? Okay, I'm gonna have to mute myself, y'all. Don't know why my mic is being like this. Where's the audio of my mic coming from? I have noise suppression, right? Okay. Only one way to find out, because this tends to happen sometimes, where the noise suppression just decides to glitch. So I'm gonna have a minute of silence, just pure silence. The DM with the tic-tac-toe. Yeah, I did see that one. Yeah, it's happening again! But why? I don't have a cable mic. So where's the audio? Why is the audio acting dumbly? Has this been happening the whole entire time? Or is it just because of this thing? Is it because of that? It isn't. See, guys, this is one of the reasons why I need a new mic. I'm gonna disconnect a few things. I'm gonna disconnect this. Maybe it was that. And I'm also gonna disconnect this. Now. A moment of silence, once again. So it's my headphones. But why? The USB headphone. It's a USB headphone. Oh, it is being picked up. I only hear you. Okay, it's picking up background noise. Like if I stay quiet sometimes, it will randomly, the mic audio will randomly start building up on my mic. I'm gonna reinstate that. Let's see if I'm able to hear. Isn't there someone else I can go? I can hear that. Okay, moment of silence once again. Okay. Now it's working, Sorry. Okay, you guys can watch the VODs now. Excuse me about that. And I've got to go back to editing, and I'm going to mute myself, and I will respond. And I will respond to you guys if you guys write, okay? So, the pizza packs was good in the first couple of times, but now I want to do something new. Oz, Jeff's gonna be the worst place to hang out. Every day has been the same day all summer long. I can go get some pizza and stare at the grease-stained yellow walls for hours, and then wait for you to pick me up. You wanna know what's in the sandwiches? Cheese, a piece of ham, and some mayonnaise, and that's it. It's been depressing. I call them my depression sandwiches. It's probably how this kid feels like eating pizza every day. I feel like it's the same from the way he's describing. I really should make something else besides pasta and sandwiches and chicken nuggets. That has been my nutrition for the past few months. This is a depression sandwich, chicken nuggets, and pasta. And that is all I have been eating. Yeah, a great nutrition. Anyways, where's the fun in that? I'm glad the school's almost starting again, just so I only have to see that place on the weekends now. Yeah, I'm so glad you can relate. The depression. It's not that I'm depressed, it's just that I have no patience to cook. I have no patience. My ADHD is like, oh yeah, this cool thing, or yeah, this cool thing. And also I even started playing the violin because I was like, yes, this is cool. I'm sorry, son. I know that kids' only options for fun should be hanging out at a rundown pizza joint, but just all we can afford right now. Damn, we're broke. Both broke in game and in real life. Yeah. I'm impressed I was even able to buy this video game. I'm on a different level of broke right now. Anyways, you know when it's been tight ever since the mill closed. Once I'm a full-time job in the corner store. If the corner store is even enough to survive for very long, everything in this town is dead or dying. What? Bro, is this kid... What is going on with this kid? Anyways, I'm gonna just ignore the rest of what he says because I hate reading. Why can't we go to the next town over where everyone else is moving? All of my friends is there, and it can be hard for Grandma to travel a few miles. I'm trying to voice act. I'm trying to. Well, unless her frail bones straightened overnight, moving is a no-go. Can't we just pack Grandma in bubble wrap? Yes, let's wrap your old Grandma in some plastic and call it a day. Ah, thank you. Yay! I'm doing good job. Good job. Bro. Bro, if only it were that easy. It might... Mighty strength with bubble wrap, she's still too fragile to going to change. Oh my god. Who came up with the idea of wrapping someone in bubble wrap? I feel like, actually, I never thought of wrapping someone up in bubble wrap. Wait, would that even work? I don't know. Oh my god, my hands are cold.
Speaking of things not changing, I bet that the old possum is still on the corner near the stoplight. Oh yeah, let's make a deal. If the creator's still there, I'll give you an extra buck for another slice at Jeff's. I would like some pizza for $1. Please give me some pizza for $1. I really want pizza for $1. That would sustain me for a year, I think. Bro, imagine, like, yeah, I know. I want this pizza. I would no longer need to make some Russian sandwiches anymore. I will be able to survive off of pizza. I think that's a lot better. No wonder the dead goes there every day. No wonder. No wonder, bro. No wonder. Okay. Damn. He's not very excited. Oof. 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 Still dead. Yeah, it's definitely dead. It is definitely dead. Thank you for that. I laugh a lot. I'm a very happy person. I think I'm probably, like, sometimes way too happy, and when I activate my doggo form, I swear to God that the tail is, like, everywhere. Because the tail only activates when I smile. Wait, let me show you. Doggo form.
Hi, Jacob. I'm currently editing, so you guys are watching a bit of VODs.
It can't get any worse.
If you do right, I will
That's the
respond.
spirit.
Anyways, it's nice to see new people. Yeah!
Well, the dad's going away. Oh, what kind of dad am I? If I can make him happy, let alone afford him to feed him more than pizza. Well, that's depressing. If certain things turn out that way, Oswald, bro, condolences to the dad. Being a parent must be hard, bro. Oswald, well, dad is late again. Remember when this was the place to be? Totally. My parents took me here all the time. I still remember playing in the ball pit and getting ringworm. Bro! I don't think that's good!
Yes, purple guy Jacob, yes.
I don't think that's good! No. I don't... I got no words, anyways. That's probably why it's still roped off. That and, well, you know... The Bite of 87? Is that it? I know the FNAF lore. Yeah, I'm an upbeat person, and most of the time, I know how to build good relationships, and sticking around and lagging. Yeah, that seems good. You're a good person, then. You seem like a chill person. I know all the FNAF lore, bro. I assume that the reason why the ball pit closed down is the Bite of 87. Or at least one of the bites. This is the Bite of 83. I forgot which bite is what. This running? Okay, yeah, this is running. Okay, B. Oh! Okay, B is the map. Inventory. Okay, so to get to the ball pit, I go there. That makes sense. Yeah, this makes sense. Oops, oops, oops. Here. Employees only. I think this is it. A. Oh, it does exist. It looks kind of gross. I wonder what Dad would do if I hid and went missing for a while. Maybe that would teach him a lesson. Not to leave me alone in such a creepy place all day. Damn. Damn. I feel like this kid would be a menace to society. What the fuck? I would never think of doing this as a kid. Bro, MatPat, bro, you wanna know how I grew up? I was on my 3DS, right? Me and my little 3DS, I'd be behind my bed at like 3 in the morning watching MatPat lore videos. And I wish I was joking. I wish I was joking. I was on my little 3DS and I was like watching YouTube. Yeah, that was what I did. That is how I watched the whole entire FNAF lore. Anyways, thank you for following. That was good. Thank you for that. I really appreciate it. Balls everywhere. Can I just let me yeet them around? Yeet. Wait. Why does this kind of look like? Wait. This kind of looks like Chica. Bonnie. I can kind of see. I have a very keen eye for, like, colors. Chica, I think this is Freddy. I think that would make the most sense. It feels like there was something here. I wonder what it is. Bro, it's obviously what it— Ah! Shit! I didn't mean to swear. Oh, well, that's great. And I'm gonna destroy— Goodbye there. Goodbye. I hate the fact that I have to manage my own chat. I wish I had a mod. My mods aren't here. I don't know where my mods went. They went away. They gone. Hey, let me go in. Here's hoping I don't get pink eye. One word. Pink eye is the worst. And I would wear goggles. If I knew that there was a risk of me getting fucking pink eye, I would be like, nope. Okay, I'll see you soon. That's a hoping, that is. Good luck to whatever you have to do. Pink eye's the worst, bro. Oh, I got an award. Got an award. Oh! Party time! Having fun with kids, anyways. What in the— I never went into a ball pit as a kid. I wish I did, though. Who's even able to go in that slide? Who is able to go in that slide? Can I not interact with it? You can't even climb the stairs! How are they— What the— Anyways, that doesn't matter. Anyways, goodbye. Yeah, I was right. It was Chica, Bonnie, and— This is— What is this? I don't know what that is. What are they saying? Dad says we're going to the movies later. Wicked. What you seeing? I don't know. Something about busting ghosts? I can't remember the title. Oh, I think I know. I'm not gonna say the name of the movie. I don't want to risk getting— I don't know. Can I say the name of brands without like— or movies without like getting copyright? I'm just gonna leave it at— yeah, busting ghosts. That seems great. I remember that movie. Oh my god, there's so many kids. This would be a nightmare for me today. And I think it would still be a nightmare for me as a kid. I don't think there would be much of a difference. I don't like loud noises. Bonnie's the best. You know what? You know he— wait. I did not read what he said. Yes. Can I get candy? Hey. 25 cents of candy? I could eat that for the rest of my life. Well, I wouldn't be very happy though. Can I just keep doing it? Can I get some candy? Will this allow me if I click it? I'll click it again at some other point. Oh, hi there, kids. Anyways, I need more tokens. I lost mine in the ball pit. Can I get tokens in the ball pit? I want to get tokens in the ball pit. I want to get tokens. Give me the tokens. I can't go. You. I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm okay. It is all good. Anyways. Yeah. Can I go in here? Oh, the door is locked. Okay. Can I talk to them? Oh, these kids look cool. Wait, why does he look kind of like the guy from Miraculous? It's like if he was a kid. Anyways. Oh, thank you. I like your Future of the Flashback shirt. That's my favorite old movie. Old? What you talking about? The movie just came out like 3 weeks ago. Wait, when did that movie come out? Wait, I have Google open. When did the future come out? So, my assumption is that is 1985. So it's after the Bite of 83 and before the Bite of 87. Isn't that like the range of the... yeah. So this did not shut down for the Bite of 87. Okay, that makes sense. Then what did it shut down for? Mike, oh Chip, what's your name, kid? Oswald. Oswald, like the wizard. The Wizard? Of Oz, of course. The Wizard of Oz. I never actually watched that. Oh yeah, I saw it once with my parents. That's why they call me Oz. I guess that's where they got it from. How come I have never seen you around, Oz? Well, that's a good question. Huh, you're a funny guy. Well, it's okay. The mill is bringing new kids around. Okay, new? Oh yeah, the brand new steel mill. Okay. My dad works there. My dyslexia ended up spoiling the next sentence. Oh well, that's great. Mike's dad goes there too. I bet that's where your dad got a job. What? But Chip, dude, you're stressing a newbie out. Let him have some fun and get settled in. I feel like I already got settled in enough. Because I don't think enough time is gonna prepare anyone for being safe. Nah. So this is the more ready that I'm gonna be. Well, where else would you be? Oh, hello there. Is that Spring Bonnie? Well, let's go follow us to the arcade. Yeah, let's go to the arcade. The arcade sounds cool. I never had experience in the arcade. But, wait, can I talk to you? What is it? Pizza! Well, that's boring. Wait, what does it say? Rule, don't run. Dude, don't yell. Okay, then I'll walk. Can I read the menu? Oh man, this pizza is good. What is that kid wearing on the head? What is that? What is that? What is that? I don't know. Click these. Foxy Pirates Palooza. Is this it? This is the arcade? Yeah, yeah, I found the arcade! Is that a Game Boy? Is that a Game Boy? I think that's a Game Boy. Oh! I couldn't even see myself! Okay. I thought that I was in a loading screen or something. Or like in like, I don't know, like those random visuals where you can't do anything in. Cause I legit couldn't see myself in the corner. So I was just waiting for it to be over. Well, I'm dumb. Well, have you ever played Pizza Roller Oz? Oh, not Pizza Roller Bread. I've seen something like it. This is the latest, greatest model from Fazbear's. So I'm not surprised. Pretty exclusive stuff here that we've got here. What's Fazbear's? Ha! A kid that doesn't know about Fazbear? You're a racket, dude. Wait, who uses racket? I have never seen anyone use racket in my life. Anyways, you grab the ball and then we'll see each other play. Okay, we're gonna play! Okay, the goal is to put in the ball in the bullseye. Okay. I'm gonna try to aim for 100. I'm gonna, okay. Softball, anyways, give it your all, Waz. Ah! I have to go, like, harder, I guess. Okay. There you go! Yes! Yes! I did it! School? You go to, Westbrook too? Well, duh, Westbrook is the only school around here. There you go. I think that's easy enough. I think this is one of the easiest games I have played. I think her name's Mrs. Mitchum. That sounds like a very teacher name. I'm not gonna lie, that is very teacherly. Woo! There you go! Well, I won. Wow, somebody beat me? Well, that's the first time. That was some fine rolling, Oz. Well, thank you. I appreciate the compliment. That was actually surprisingly easy. That was surprisingly easy. Oh yeah, that will give it a chance to... Oh, we're playing tag. One of my least favorite games. Let's go running around. But the rule is don't run, though. Isn't the rule not to run? I don't want to break the rules. I'm not a rule breaker. Oh, okay. That is the exit. Okay. That makes sense. Damn.
Wait, why can't I not read the chat? I saw something pop up and I was not able to read it. What?
Oh.
Can you guys write on
Please
Twitch?
back.
I saw someone write, but I couldn't see it.
Alright. Maybe the game before school.
Was I hallucinating or did someone write?
Well, I'm good at that. Well, you're on. Okay.
I think there was someone that
I'm ready.
that wrote in the Twitch side. Wait, what?
I assume I have to run.
Can anyone write on the Twitch side, maybe?
No.
Hello, Twitch, please?
There is.
I saw it pop up on this screen, but I couldn't see it. I'm just gonna write myself. Okay, where it pops up there. Well, why couldn't I see it before? Okay, that's fun. Okay, okay. Thank you.
There has to be a place in the arcade, right? Can I end an event? What is this? Where can I hide? Okay, not there. Can I hide in this? Oh, wait, I can't. Okay, that makes sense. That will just lead me back. So, here? An empty suit. Maybe they never check in there. From knowledge, I don't think... Why do I not have... That's too obvious. Mike will find me for sure. I got no other choice. I've got to progress the story. 1985! Oh yeah! I was right, it's 1985, because I did a Google search, yeah. So they really went out of the way to search for movies. That's great. Oh, I hear footsteps. I better hide. Does this have spring locks? I don't think this is a spring lock suit. Oh, I can pan the camera. That's great. Oh, hi there. You tripped. My god, I love seeing people fall. Guess who's back? Back again. I'm sorry that this song came back into my head. Like, I feel like it fit the theme. Anyways, welcome back. I'm hearing the story right now. Wait. Nice try, but I can hear your chip. Damn. It's a Game Boy is there. The Game Boy. No, yeah, he's quite unlike you. Damn. Damn. Maybe I'll fight him first.
Yes, I do
Well,
like to watch people
you just
fall.
went
It's
past
really
me.
funny. Fall in your face and I will
Well,
surely
you'll never
laugh
find
at
me
you,
in here.
but in an enjoyable way.
Ah, shit.
I don't mean
Oh,
it in a mean
I
way.
promise we'll try
Just
to
generally I enjoy, and I don't know why.
Okay. 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 Ah! Okay. 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 Well, anyways, I'm glad you're back. Hey, what was that thing? I'm glad it didn't see me. I'm probably not supposed to be back here. Yeah, I don't think we're supposed to be back here. Well, that's not good. That is not good at all, actually. Ugh. Is there something? I'm trying to look at my screen. I forgot that I can move forward and my model actually moves forward with me, which is honestly awesome. But I actually just want to check my screen. I don't want to stare into your guys' face, but anyways, I can look at you guys as well actually. I can just zoom in and be like, yeah, that's great. I mean, what's going on? Yeah, what is going on? Well, that's not good. Like a random dad carrying their kid on their shoulders and they're running on the street. No, their carrying is crazy, bro.
Yes, same pun. I will react the same way.
It got me like it's like what the hell? It was hurry, grab the kids. Those he's just like going in and grabbing kids, putting them over their shoulder. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, I keep accidentally pressing that. Arcade. Can I just go back to the dining hall? Chip Mike. Oh crap! Everyone's yelling. Maybe they know what's going on. Yeah, maybe they do, or maybe I just go back into the ball pit and go home. Do I really have to go all the way around? They both lead to the dining area. They both lead to the dining area. They all lead to the dining area! Why is it locked? Why are you locked? Oh, damn. Wait, if I wait long enough, will there be more kids running? Will there be... I want to see if there's more people running. I see no one else. Bro, it's the same kids, but different colors. Okay, they're in different order, so it's not the same. But yeah. Wait, maybe I shouldn't run all that much. Oh, hi there. Will you bite me? Wait, what's happened? Oh, they won't bite me. I'm good. I'm safe. Look at them. Bonnie's being like a mechanical owl. He's no longer a Bonnie, but an owl. Can I go in here? It's locked. Okay. Fair enough. I want to try getting some candy again. Please, I want some candy! Give me candy! Candy! Wait, what? Did something happen? Wait. I got something. 25 cents for candy. Wait, there was something. Wasn't there... Didn't something happen? I saw something appear on my screen. Whoa. Will happen again, right? If I know FNAF, is that if you do stuff long enough, eventually something will happen. That's not it. Yeah, yeah! Saw that! Saw that! It happened again! It happened again! It happened again! Wait, did it happen another time? I couldn't tell. The tests were different. But if it says for Kenny, I could eat that for the rest of my life. Yeah, I know that. Well, it's the perfect time since, like, everyone's kind of screaming and nothing is happening. I think I have to go somewhere for the story to activate, so I'm safe here for now. How long do I have to press this for, though? Probably for a while. I'm just gonna talk about something completely random. Sandwiches are great if you, like, make them properly. But at the same time, please don't just eat 2 pieces of thing and call it a sandwich. I don't even know what to call my depression sandwiches. The ham, piece of cheese, and some mayonnaise. Ham, piece of cheese, and some mayonnaise, and that's my nutrition. At least it's better than eating ramen like how I was. Ramen is great. Ramen is awesome. Can you hear them? Yeah, I was right! There was something happened. I could eat them for the rest of my life. Candy, I could eat them for the rest of my life. In fact, wait, what will happen? Is there something that happens if I do this long enough? Oh, I see you're using the English.
Blood Moon, hello, hello.
Oh, hey, Zayd, it's been a while. You're actually back after a million years.
Right.
Anyways, welcome back, Zayd. I found a little something here. I'm playing a horror game, but I'm pretty sure nothing will happen as long as I stay here. But also, I'm trying to activate something. Knowing FNAF game, if I do this a certain amount of time, something will happen. Does anyone know in chat right now if something happens? Because I don't want to stay here like the whole entire time. I'm gonna put a timer of like 5 minutes. Wait, I'm gonna put a timer of 5 minutes. That is what I give myself. Yes.
YouTube is off? What?
I got myself a timer. And then I just keep pressing this for until the timer beeps.
YouTube's on.
That is what I give myself. Yeah, I know that your mom would be angry at you. It's the same line. Give me the spooky stuff again. Give me the spooky stuff. That couldn't have been it. That can't be it. My favorite food? What is it? Stroganoff. Stroganoff. It's stroganoff. I love it. Particularly the beef stroganoff. The Brazilian stroganoff. It's delicious. It's probably like one of the best things I could like ever ask for. It's like yummy. It's yummy. And besides that, I also love burgers. Like burgers. I could eat burgers. I like meat. I like myself some steak. I like myself some nice juicy protein. Nice juicy protein. From the meats. Ah! Something did happen! Something happened! Anyways, yeah, join the Discord. That'll be great. Something happened! I was right! I was right! Look at this! Look at this! Something happened! I don't know the endings. I don't know the endings, YouTube. Anyways, welcome, YouTube. This is the first time. I was just pressing it because I wanted some candy, and then I noticed that there was some spooky lines, right? And the spooky lines were like, yeah, this is FNAF. This is FNAF, right? FNAF, if I do something, something happens. and that is the reason. And I put a timer of 5 minutes, but it didn't take 5 minutes, it took only 2 minutes. Anyways, I'm so happy you guys can able to join now. Oh yeah, Twitch, say hi to YouTube. YouTube is right next door. YouTube is next door. Yeah, I got drinks. Good job. Yay! What happens? Wait, do I have to go there again? I'm so happy you guys can communicate now. Oh, mushrooms! Zane, bro, how
What were you not expecting? The candy thing?
bro, you can't be on both. Damn. I'm gonna shake my head. Shaking my head right now. I think I managed to do the overlay properly for YouTube, but I think I messed up the timing, but that's okay. Okay, got it, Neptunia. I got it. I'll wait for you to be back. And then I'll say, back, guess who's back? Back again, because I like doing that, that's funny. There's some heart arrows. Okay. Good job. Okay. I don't know what this means. What does this mean? I really like the fact that I just hear yelling in the background. I got some steam pots. Steamy pots! Steamy steam pots. Steam. Oh, hi there. What is you? Why are you crying? Why is she crying? What? Oh well. I guess she's dead now. Goodbye. Can I trigger that again? I guess not. Oh well, that's okay. I'm just gonna try to find Mike and shit. They're most likely down, right? Here? Oh wait, they're up then? Where'd they be then? The ball pit? I'm gonna look at the ball pit. Okay, not the ball pit. Where then? Well, they just be tweaking there. Oh, that's okay. You do you guys. Here. Ah! Almost. I did not say it. I did not say it. I am safe. No, wait, Zaid, are you alive? I don't know. Zaid. I think Zaid died. Zaid died. Oh, you're alive. Anyways, asking it to follow me. Maybe know something about Chip and Mike. Sugar Rush. Oh, nice.
Charlie? Think so.
Damn, okay. Well, that does not work. What is this? Where am I? Can I not run? Just presents everywhere. Why is my heart beating fast? What's going on? This isn't good. Oh! Goodbye! Goodbye! I just yeeted you with a chair. Yeah, I'm definitely safe. I'm safe. I'm okay, guys. I just threw a chair. I threw a chair. How did I do that? How did I manage? I went on easy mode. I went on easy mode. Why? Okay, so it does follow you. I actually need to run. Me out of curiosity... Can I hide somewhere? Well, I'm dead. Oh wait, never mind. Well, I died. The Discord isn't mega active because, well, I'm relatively small, and because of that, there's not many people on the Discord yet. But I'm there, like, all the time. I'm there. I check there, like, every day. So if there's, like, any questions or anything, I'm there. You can give suggestions and stuff on the Discord. You can give suggestions of games and stuff, as long as it's not, like, very expensive games, then I should be able to play them. Or like free ones, specifically free ones. Or whenever I have an update or something, I use Discord. It's just very much notify, or like if you want to just chat. I'm always there. Just because people forget that I'm there as well. I try to interact with everyone. Yippee! Halfway through the editing. Well, that's good. Having some activity in the Discord will probably do the community some justice. Being small is awesome. Being small is awesome because I can chill with you guys a lot more. I can chill with my community a lot more. Why is damn. Which door is open? The door is locked. Why? What door is open? What is... Am I supposed to do a 180 and just, like, let it pass me? Am I supposed to lower it and then, like, do a U-turn and leave? Is that what I'm supposed to do? Yeah, I'd much rather a small community that's active than a huge community where I can't really talk to me. I mean, fair. I understand. I can kind of relate. Wait, I'm gonna look into your profile out of curiosity. How do I do that? I can't really look at it. I'm gonna just do that. Yeah. Oh, you're also a streamer. That's cool. That's awesome. Welcome to the team. Yeah. Yeah, I'm also. We're both small streamers. We're both small streamers. I like meeting other streamers whenever I'm not like looking at it like very like thoroughly, and then I just discover other small streamers. It's really awesome. There's a lot of us out there, like a lot of us. we're like everywhere, which is great. I'm not gonna lie. Anyone who wants to start streaming, I believe, should start streaming. I'm having a lot of fun. I've only been streaming like thoroughly for 4 months, 4 months, like kind of ish. But I've been on and off due to like getting injured and stuff because I got like I had like some internal bleeding a while back, and my organs were kind of messed up. So I kind of because of that, my growth has been a lot like slower recently. But a good thing is that I'm okay now.
Welcome,
and then I'm able to stream more. Because I really love streaming. I'm not gonna lie. I adore streaming. Streaming is a lot of fun. That is all I can really say. There's no way for me to hide. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna lure him this way. How do I... Okay. Chat, does anyone know how to do this part? Because all the doors are locked. Oh wait, there's a door here? There was a door there!
Well, I'm gonna just eat the chair. I got desensitized to the jump scare, like, really fast after that. I'm gonna hide here. I'm gonna hide here. Hi there, feetsies. The footsies. Actually, no, Bigfoot. The Bigfoot. Yeah, no spoiler, people. No spoilers, because I don't know what I'm doing, and I have... I managed to mess up a few times. Anyways, hi there, YouTube again. I like seeing YouTube sometimes pop up. It's the first time that I'm live on YouTube as well. Yeah, there's a spring trap. From the looks of it, there's a spring trap. Mostly because I ran into it, so I assume it's spring trap, but I don't know. Is it spring trap? Yeah, I've heard a lot about this game. And since I'm a very big enthusiast of pixel games, I'm an enthusiast of pixel games.
Oh,
okay?
I see. Then
I'm a
have
pixel
fun at
game
work,
enthusiast. So I have been keeping myself spoil-free ever since I found out that FNAF made a pixel video game. So, like, I have been looking forward to this. The father dies? I said no spoilers, bro. No spoilers, bro. I know this is a multi-ending game, so I won't take that too seriously. Honestly, I think we'll be the one to die. No FNAF game, I think we're the most likely to die out of everyone. Just theories, though. Well, goodbye, Dad. Goodbye. Goodbye. Well, hello again.
Yeah, hopefully so.
Well, hello there, robot dad. What is going on? What is this? Have a good night, guys. Wait, Jeff, I think there's something wrong with my dad. It looks fine to me. Probably just the dust got into your head. Go home and relax, kid. Damn. Damn. Wait, what just happened? I do not know. Well, I guess I'm the only one who sees Robo-Dad. Wait, could it just be that we got ringworm in our brain and that is making us hallucinate or something? Anyways, what did you do to my dad? Where are you taking me? Yeah, where are you taking me? Probably home. Oh, Springtrap in the mirror. That's great. Hey, Springtrap, Dad. How did you even know how to drive? Actually, good question. How do you know where I live? Well, I think my dad is in there mixed with, like... Is it a mix of dad and, like... I do have a question, so I don't identify. I'm a guy. I'm a dude. Just he, him. My voice is very high-pitched, so I don't blame anyone for asking. It happens often that people confuse me. It happens. It happens. I'm used to it. I wish I was aware with a more, like, a lower pitched voice. It's just that like I said, health issues mixed with having surgeries as a kid make my voice really high pitched. Yeah, I think a lot of YouTubers tend to have health issues. Yeah, but I make the most of life. What happened? What should I do? Oh, maybe I could call Mom and see what she's do. Anyways, leave the cell phone in his room. Okay, we go to his room, and that's cool.
Can we just like jump out of our window? I really wish for a lava lamp.
Bye-bye! Bye-bye, Blood
is
Moon.
that?
Bye-bye. It was nice having you. I'm sorry I'm not talking much.
Is this... Wait. Is that like a rock sign? Like, no rocking in his room? Is he like going... I wish I had hand tracking, bro. I wish I had a 3D model just so I could do the hand tracking because I use so much my hands to talk that I'm missing out on so much right now. Oh my god. Oh, what's this? Oh, numbers, it's a phone book. Okay. Oh damn. I can go here. That's cool. What is this? Oh, hi there, Spideys! I think I should make less noise. I should probably leave. Yeah. Let me leave this, tall area. The tallness of the tall... It looks like it makes a lot of noise. Okay. I assume I'll have to lure him with the noise, right? Oh, I can hide under there. That's great. Try playing FNAF on the toilet. Why would I do that? Why would I play? I don't think I can even bring my PC there. Or are you talking about like the mobile one? I assume these all make noises. Oh damn, that's nice. Mom makes bacon. That's basically what it said. I can read really fast, but the thing is, I'm also dyslexic, so I read better in my head than I do out loud. Well, that scared me anyways. What is this? A mechanism. Oh, some rope. I got some rope, guys! No, the game is called that. Oh! That is the name of the game? Damn, I did not know there was a FNAF game called that. That's insane. That is actually borderline crazy. Damn. Wait. Is the YouTube overlay working? I don't know if that one popped up. Wait. Only one way to know. Gotta type in the... Oh yeah, it works. It works. It is that I missed it. Yeah, it works. It's just that it's very short. Oh, hi there! Well, that was a weird sight. Like, I guess I need to make a lot of noise. I'm gonna make him go very far. Wait, I don't think this is far enough. It's not far enough. I mean, yeah, running will probably make this... Wait. I think this is far enough. Oh, it's out of batteries. It's the dashboard, okay. I don't think that helps much. What about here? Oh yeah, that. There's a phone book. I'm gonna go up. Oh, the delay is big? Damn. Yeah, probably, yeah. I'll have to evade him, but for now I'm gonna hide. I assume that's what I gotta do because it said to hide. Honestly, I thought that I would have more time. Wait, could I just run out? Well, he's here now. Wait, is he? Oh yeah, he is. Hello there! Hello! The delay on YouTube is probably bigger because I'm also streaming on Twitch at the same time. So there's probably more delay there.
'Cause I assume on Twitch is good. I still don't understand what your cooked means. I'm gonna wait a little bit. I heard a door. Many phone numbers. Five for inventory, okay. Got it. Back. Oh. Okay. I know where the phone book is. Okay, I'm gonna try to screenshot this. Not screenshot. I'm gonna take my iPad out, which is really clunky. How does this work? What it? Okay. Can I hide to call? Wait. Why do I hear stuff? Who should I try calling first? Chat. Who do I... The mechanic or the plumber? I'm gonna try the mechanic first. 5. Wait. Five. Wait, how many fives? 5, 5, 5? 3 fives? 4 fives? Wait, no, it's 3. How do I erase one? Be close. I'm gonna try again with another one. One, 2, 3. 3 fives. 2 twos. And 2 sevens. Then call me. Is this mom? The mechanic. Little mechanic Joe, how can I help you? Damn. I got that wrong. Oh, hi, there's more people on YouTube, hello. Okay, so... I'm gonna try the plumber now. That would be a weird... Wait, I heard a door. What is that? Yeah, I know that animatronics are a bit quirky at night. I'm pretty sure we all know that. God damn it! Okay. I'm gonna try the mechanic. 3, 2, 5. Oh. Oops. Wait.
This was, I think, one of my first
Yeah, I'm
VODs
safe.
on YouTube, actually. But I think I just finished editing, I think. I'm just gonna export it now,
3,
and
2,
I'm gonna make a thumbnail for it
5.
on my free time right before going to bed. So I am gonna
end
Whoosh.
the YouTube stream soon
Why is it
and
so
start a
loud?
VOD sleep time.
Can you help me? It's my dad. No,
But,
your man
yeah,
tried
it's
to fix
before
it
then.
and it got worse, right?
Yes. Very
Give
much
me a second
before.
fix. It sounds good.
That is why
No,
I
that
also
doesn't
have
sound good at all.
the very wide eyes
Well,
because I did not fix the rig
he's coming
because
back.
my eyes were stuck in wide eye. They were
It's
stuck
gonna come back.
very wide. You know, I'm not sleeping just yet. I'm just gonna export it
He
while
did
I'm
come back for a
exporting.
second.
What should I name it, by the way?
I'm gonna wait a little bit.
I'm gonna name it later.
Gonna wait a little bit.
I'm gonna name it Rah 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 Rah. I'm still here. I'm gonna say exactly
Where you
when I'm
go?
gonna end it. I'm about to end it. I just have to export it first. And then
Hey,
after
Hero.
that, I'm gonna go take a shower. The reaction.
Where do you
because I wanna,
be?
yeah, the react, yeah. I do plan on recording something every day during the subathon, you know? Have something recorded every day.
Maybe
So,
now?
Pun, if you end up finding stuff that you want me to react
I don't think it's safe
send
to
it
leave.
me. Send it to
I'm gonna
me.
do it anyways.
As long as it's like appropriate enough, I'll be able to react to it. And maybe, you know, record something and stuff. All that cool things. All the cool stuff. For real though, I was so different. You can see my anxiety in this in this VOD right here. You can see the difference of how I act. Is it okay to react on Epic Live? Because I don't know if my stuff will be
The
taken
worst
down.
thing is I can't tell.
Has other content creators' stuff been taken down by reacting to Epic? I'll have to do some research.
Where's Mom's number?
Because I don't want to get my video taken down because I know it's basically like a musical.
Damn, okay, I hear him.
And playing music on the stream
I hear
is
him.
always risky. That is what I'm worried about.
I hear him, chat.
So I'll have to look into that.
Give me a second.
I'm gonna look it up right now. Is it okay to react to Epic on a live stream? I'm gonna look it up on YouTube.
Okay.
Is it okay?
We good? We chilling? We vibing?
To Epic.
Anyways, chat, who's alive right now? Well, I am alive. I like checking in on you guys. Anyways, Twitch, hello. YouTube, hello. You guys are vibing. And I am alive.
Yeah.
I should be okay. Never mind, I'm not okay. Oh, he be leaving now, that's good.
Yeah, I cannot
That's
react to it.
We chill, we chill.
Yeah, you can drag me later into like to the call and we can watch it together, but I cannot do it on a live stream.
Gonna wait till I hear the door again.
I just looked online. Apparently I need explicit permission. I don't want to get dragged into the pits of fire by YouTube or Twitch anytime soon. Especially being so close to monetization.
It's still very loud. I didn't hear a door.
KK. Still exporting it. I have to keep muting myself
Freddy
because
Fazbear
it's
is in the game.
capturing audio from the background.
The
and I have
pizza
family.
joint. Could it be one of... Oh shit. Well, that scared me.
Okay, that should be fine now. That should be a-okay now.
Okay, I'm alive.
Okay, I just have to kind of post it. I'm just gonna have to leave it unlisted, and then I'm gonna do the rest of the editing on my iPad. My lovely iPad. Oh yeah, did you get to see what happened to my stylus?
Okay.
It was so lovely. I don't know what's up with me and my stylus.
It has to
They
be
always
one of those post-its.
eventually
I'm
break.
sure
Even though
of
I
it.
had the stylus for like 7 years. Still broke. I can tell how spooked you were. Yeah. I
think I'm safe now.
I think I was pretty different early on in my career. Even just a few months ago. The way I reacted to stuff was also different.
I got mom's number, yay! It is the first night. First night. Okay, it is. I'm gonna note it down. 555 6 8 3. Okay.
I'm just
555 6 8 3.
I'm just uploading the video.
5 6 8.
It's gonna be posted
3.
as unlisted, so you guys won't be able to see it, but
Oops,
I
wrong
am
number?
putting it in there. You have to
Wait.
You know, I have to rewatch
555?
every single one of my videos before I post it.
5 6 8.
Because I feel like I'm the kind of person that will risk getting into accidental countries. So I get to rewatch my stuff a lot. Maybe.
Well,
of course, if Rima decides to...
I'll try to call 911. I guess that will do something, I guess, on the game.
I don't know. It depends on
In-game.
Rima. I'm gonna be completely honest. I think Rima will be fine with it. I don't
I'll see
know.
what it
Do people
does.
react to Rima content all that often?
But for now, I need to wait for him to, like...
No, regardless. If someone
be
doesn't want me
far
to
away
react to their
enough.
video, I'm not gonna react to their video. If they want me taking it down, I'll take it.
I'm gonna wait a little bit.
It's simple. Okay. I think I have to start a new YouTube stream. So I'm gonna kill YouTube, but... YouTube, I will have to say, Yatsu is up.
Unfortunately, 911 services have been suspended.